Hello, welcome back to the Passholder Lounge. We are here on a Tuesday night, third Tuesday of the month, and I want to apologize on behalf of myself and all the Passholder Lounge regulars that we weren't here back in November, but some scheduling conflicts came up last minute. We couldn't do it. So, 1,000 apologies to all of you because I do feel like we all miss this when we can't get together and hang out and do a little live virtual chill at least once a month. But we're back this month. It's December. This is the holiday edition, and you can see through my head. So that is your gift for the holidays. You can look right in, and it confirms everything you've ever thought about me, that it's empty. There's nothing going on up here. While people are gathering, I just want to say this is our final live show of the year. Next year, hopefully we'll do 12, at least 12. But I sort of do feel like this is sort of a thanks. It's not a beanie so much as a Santa hat, but thank you, Facebook user. Identify yourself, Facebook user. I sort of look at this as an extension of what we're doing on the Morning Monorail podcast. This is our way to really connect with you live once a month and have these virtual hangs. So I do think it's important. I want to keep it going, and I like having the framework of the Passholder Lounge. It's loosey goosey. It's a little different than what we typically do, and for those of you who know me, you know I like structure. You know I like an outline, not a script. We don't write scripts for the show, but I do like outlines. I like notes, and this show is not that, and it won't be that because we have drinks on this show. And look at this tonight. I haven't written down a special password, but I did bring some Old Smoky moonshine. Just in case somebody says something fun and then we need to take a shot. So we'll be doing that. Hi, Maz. Welcome. Welcome to the Passholder Lounge. It's time to start the show. So I'm going to go ahead and do the intro, and then I'm going to welcome in the guests that we already have. There may be some more joining as we go, and we'll be able to welcome in a whole bunch of people, hopefully, for a little holiday gathering this year. So here we go. The Passholder Lounge is open once again, and I am so excited to welcome you in. Hello, everyone. It's Justin Monorail back once again in the Passholder Lounge for our live show for the month of December 2023. That's right. This is our last episode for the year, and I am so excited to be here with all of you. Apologies for missing out in November. You know I missed all of you, but I'm glad that we're back here again and wrapping up the year. It's been a great year. It's been a great year in the theme parks. It's been a great year for the podcast. It's been a great year just all around. And it's, December is a good time to kind of reflect and think back on achievements and highlights and look forward and make plans for the new year. So we're going to do a little bit of that tonight. But before we do it, I got to welcome in my guests. And we already have 3 on deck. The first 2 are my co-host for the Morning Monorail podcast. You know them, you love them. Let's bring them in right now. It's Landon and Steffers. Hello and welcome to the Passholder Lounge, my friends.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I'm just over here getting ready for my Christmas celebration. It's me. It's the DOZ, Landon the Dodstone, coming in from the Isolation Station of Love. Because, yes, even at the Isolation Station of Love, we too celebrate Christmas. I'm just over here thinking about getting presents together. I still haven't wrapped a single dang thing, but I'm thinking about it. Thinking.
Well, isn't it the thought that counts? That's all that matters.
It really is. That truly is the reason for the season. That is true.
I've wondered how far, like, that phrase is a slippery slope, right? Like,
is it though?
I think it is, because if you just think about, like, it's the thought that counts. Well, I thought about getting you a present this year. Isn't that what matters?
If you use it too much, I feel like that will be exhibit A in your divorce situation.
Number 1, that already happened, and number 2, it wasn't.
Whoa! I didn't mean it for anybody in particular. I was just saying it generally. Didn't mean for that to open up wounds. In segment 2 of the Passholder Lounge, Jay will tell us about his personal Christmas shoes.
Oh my gosh.
Christmas shoes.
Okay. Well, Steffers, first of all, hello, Steffers. How are you doing?
Yeah, hi, Steffers. Yeah.
I didn't realize we were changing into holiday attire, so
Yeah.
I sprinted to grab a holiday
I have a festive Epcot
Yeah,
shirt.
at least we're all in Disney attire.
Yeah.
So
Well, I like that Spirit jersey, Steffers. It's strong.
Think it's from last year.
It looks great.
It
would
does
be
look good on
suffering
you,
the
Steffers.
same
Bravo.
fate as me. If you had a green screen up tonight, you would be all see-through too. Just like me, just like my head.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not.
Yeah. It's kind of fun to be see-through, to be honest. I like it
now. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you like it.
Okay, so back to Christmas shoes real quick.
Oh,
I just want to tell you, I think that is number one. I think it's my least favorite Christmas song of all time.
As it should be. It's literally the most depressing thing. Okay, well, there's the Holocaust, then Christmas shoes.
I feel. Let me tell you what pisses me off about that song. You know what really grinds my gears about Christmas shoes?
What's that, Jay?
It's not like that was based on a true story. Somebody just wrote this story in order to make us sad and manipulate our feelings at the holidays. And for that, I tell them, go walk off a plank. I don't need that in my life. The holidays are supposed to be happy. Come on.
Yep. I have to tell you guys, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my God, Steffers.
Good. Keep it that way. Also, I'm really sorry that I just evoked the Holocaust for an analogy. That was really poor taste on my part. Yeah, off to a hot start, and I really do legitimately apologize for that one. Yeah.
Although you did say it as maybe one of the probably the saddest thing that's happened in society, and that being the case, I think you're on track. That's got to be up there.
Okay, well, I feel less bad about saying it because holy guacamole, Christmas. Like Patton Oswalt has just a glorious breakdown of Christmas shoes. If you do not know what we're talking about, just go to YouTube. Of course, after you're done watching this, search Patton Oswalt Christmas shoes, and you will know exactly what we're talking about.
Well, Maz just mentioned that apparently there's a movie based on this stupid song that Rob Lowe is in, and let me just tell you, I'm sorry you had to watch that, Maz, and I will just say,
gross.
Yeah, that the feeling that you had watching that is the same one you get as a child the first time you ever exposed to that song.
God bless.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into, and then you're like, "What is happening?" It's the saddest song.
And especially Rob Lowe, who is literally one of my favorite members of the Parks and Rec cast. That is, don't like to hear that.
No,
like to hear that.
Well, I feel like we should pivot this to in a more positive and happy direction. Yes, it is the holidays after all. And that being the case, I think we should welcome in our first guest of the night, who's already backstage, already ready to join the fun.
And is going to break down the Christmas shoes. Jay, bring him in.
Am I not a guest?
No, you're part of the team, Steffers.
Yeah, come on. You passed the audition.
Did you hear me pre-show saying that this is part of the,
No. I heard you. I heard you, but I just feel like okay, I'm sorry. We can bring him in. Bring him in. I'm sorry.
Yeah, once again, this is another thing where Steffers has to be acknowledged. Yes, Steffers, we acknowledge you.
Steffers, you're a guest and a host, and we love you very much.
She's like the Roman Reigns of this podcast team. She might be over, but God, are we over her?
Okay, so we just got a submission for favorite Christmas song of all time. A cover of All I Want for Christmas Is You by August Burns Red, a metal instrumental version.
I would listen to that.
That's Michael on Facebook.
Michael. It is Michael. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Yeah, because I may or may not have the Facebook up on my phone so we can see who is talking on Facebook. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you're covering it because I have no idea. It's just anonymous to me. But you know who's not anonymous? It's one of our friends, one of our favorite members of the Monorail family, and the one that holds the record, at least on the Tennessee Tornado, for most rides in a day, if not several other attractions. It is Lewis from Figments in Time. Hello, Lewis. How you doing?
Chill cat and excellent. A Santa hat.
I mean, I'm not Steffers level right here, but I actually do not hold the record any longer. Someone rode the Tennessee Tornado 100 times in a day.
No way.
That's rude.
What?
I don't know how he did it. because that's a lot of times in a day.
Well, that's not cool.
No, that's not a good Christmas present.
But yeah, I'm never going to try that probably in my life again.
You don't think you could top 100?
100?
That's a lot of. That's a commitment.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
So
How long's the ride?
Oh, it's short. It's what, a minute and a half?
Yeah. But it's probably a 5, 7, 8, 10-minute round trip. There's a lot of stairs if you take.
There's a lot of stairs. Yeah, that's the thing. You're getting in some
Ooh,
steps if you're riding the Tennessee Tornado 100 times.
No, thank you.
So for those
I
who
don't
are
want
unaware, this is a roller coaster at Dollywood, and it's built on the side of a hill, which is most of Dollywood anyway. So to get up to the loading station, you do have to go up several steps, flights of stairs to get there. And then when you exit, you have to go down all those stairs. So
No, thank you.
Lewis, I would imagine like the best way to do this, you have to go on a day where it's just like nobody's in the park. And then would they not let you just like loop it around?
They will not let you. You have to wait for the next train. You have to get off. You have to get to the next one. Yeah, it's
bunch of buttholes.
It's cruelty. Even if you're there by yourself, they make you get out while it sits there waiting for you, and then you get back in.
Did you tell them that you know Dolly?
I did not try that.
Try it.
Oh, you should have.
Or tell them, don't you know I'm a member of the monorail family? That gets some kind of cred.
I mean, it at least gets some sort of reaction. Never good, but it gets a reaction.
I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah, and they will hassle you pretty hard if you wear a Disney shirt or anything. Not Dollywood. There for fun. I mean,
listen, I give people, flack for wearing Disney stuff at Universal, so like I can understand.
When me and the Smoking Hot Girlfriend checked in, I was wearing a Disney-looking Knoxville shirt. It was the Knoxville skyline that had Knoxville written in the Disney look, and it's cool. Like, looks like you're wearing the wrong shirt for the wrong theme park. I'm like,
actually,
no. You just can't read, can you, sir?
Fonts are important.
Yeah. Put them in their place. Check mate.
I have to share with you because, as you all know, my girlfriend Casey is not the huge theme park nerd that we all are.
Humble brag. He has a girlfriend.
I do have one. I do. I don't know why she puts up with me, but she does. But she thinks it's extra nerdy to wear the theme park gear to the park you're going to.
No.
Nope.
That's normal. That's like standard.
Hard disagree.
Well, I'm on the same page.
Yep.
I don't like wearing the current thing. Like if you have the 2024 shirt or 2024 shirt, I like wearing older stuff. Like you buy it and then you wear it later because that makes you look like you're some long timer.
That's right. You're a veteran. You've been around. Stuff.
Yeah. Lewis wants to show that he was there for, the vintage show.
He likes to wear his sorcerer's hat.
Exactly. Yeah.
It actually
I love the sorcerer hat. I really am tired of this argument because it is great and it deserves to come back.
Well, it's gone forever, Steffers.
No, it's coming back one day. I'm starting that rumor right now.
Yeah, Bob Iger is going to announce it at this year's D23. Let's go ahead and start that right now.
Beyond the sorcerer Mickey hat.
If it's gone forever, why didn't they cut it up and sell it in pieces? Right?
Oh my God! Could you imagine how much money they would make on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Steffers like
do that with everything they get rid of.
Yeah.
Like Steffers like, I ain't got a job, but guess what? I'm in debt. I'll go further into debt, y'all.
Yeah, give me a 6-inch by 6-inch square of the sorcerer's hat. I'd buy that. Mm-hmm. Especially if it has give me you put a number on it because it's limited quantity, and then all you have to do is, hey, if Daddy Tomorrow signs it, I'll pay a little extra.
Oh man.
I enjoyed you calling him Daddy Tomorrow.
We just opened a whole different door there. All right.
Wait, so Bob, Cocktail Bob is actually weighing in, and he says, Team Casey, spelled wrong, by the way. Casey's going to be mad at you, Cocktail Bob. On this, for the most part, obscure shirts are okay, like that Kungaloosh tee that Neil Patrick Harris was wearing. We're all jealous of the Kungaloosh tee, for sure.
I'll circle back around to that one.
Okay, I disagree, and let me tell you why. Because, first of all, you buy the Disney shirts. You buy the Disney shirts to wear them at Disney or when you're at home.
What's the deal? You're buying the Disney shirts.
You want people to be jealous of you that you went to Disney. You got a cool Disney shirt. But like, I look at it like going to a nerd convention, like going to Dragon Con or going to Comic Con in San Diego, whatever. You wear the gear because you're there with your people. You're trying to connect and relate to your people. And I get the obscure shirts are going to do that on even another level. But I mean, I like wearing my Epcot shirt when I go to Epcot. I got the one that has the Spaceship Earth pattern on it, so I look like a geodesic sphere when I walk in the park. And I love that shirt, but I'm going to wear it to Epcot. Where else am I going to wear that shirt?
And you look amazing in the skirt as well.
I have a clarifying question.
I got a thumbs up. I don't know why. Casey gave me a thumbs up. I think it's because I was defending her spelling. Oh, about my shirt. She likes my shirt.
I thought she just said she likes you without a shirt, and I was like, "This is the wrong
Alexa."
Well, I hope I gotta hope she does. I have
wrong show, Justin. Anyway, clarifying question: does she mean like wear like practical things like to the park, or just not?
Yeah. Well, she likes to wear like athleisure wear to the parks.
Okay.
Oh, and she just came in to say always. She's popping in. The peanut gallery is popping in.
Uh-oh.
See, but the thing is you can buy a theme park related tank top to wear in the 97 degrees of Florida.
Toby's here.
I was going to say, Casey looks way different than the last time I remember her.
Like, I think you need to be on theme, and I'm dying on that hill.
I mean, it's like I'm literally wearing an Epcot shirt right now.
It can be obscure,
and I will absolutely wear this Epcot shirt the next time I'm in Universal Studios. I mean, Epcot.
So Jeffers has a question, and one that I'm sure that Casey can hear because she keeps popping in with her opinions. Jeffers wants to know, how does Casey feel about Mickey and Minnie ears? How do you feel about Mickey and Minnie ears? Some of them are so cute and some of them aren't, but should people wear them in the parks? Sure. Okay, sure. So how's that? Okay. I think this is like wearing a park shirt to the parks. You're wearing the concert shirt. Yeah, to the see, this is what she always said. It's like wearing
the concert to the concert.
Concert.
Don't wear the new shirt to the concert. You wear the old shirt to the concert.
So Lewis says you wear the old shirt. The old band shirt to the concert.
Wait.
Then you wear the shirt to the concert the next year.
Hold on. Are we talking about new versus old thing? Like, we're getting too nitty gritty here.
That's like, we're really avoiding the real question.
What's the
Jay?
real?
You need to ask Casey, what's her opinion of whatever the hell you're wearing on your head right now?
What do you think of my hat right now? She loves it.
Okay, clearly she's had some sort of head injury, and we need to call.
I think it's a cute hat. What's wrong with his hat?
Maz said she liked it too.
Okay, everybody is like there's a gas leak in the chat right now.
No, it's good. Star Wars Santa hat. It's all good.
What is wrong with the hat? I'm confused why you're bitter that you don't have one, Landon.
Well, it's nothing but jealousy. But Jeffers does point out he can't wait to wear his Four Town shirt when he's there in concert. So.
Wait, is Jeffers putting on a concert?
I respect it. I want to
Jeffers, I'll be in the pit. If you have a concert, I'll be in the pit for that concert.
Open the pit.
It'll be the most polite pit ever because it'll be in Canada.
Canadian.
Everyone will be saying they're sorry.
Hey guys, I need for you to just back up and give everybody some space. Yeah, okay.
So that'll be fun. We're looking forward to your concert, Jeffers.
I'm so confused by this whole conversation, but I'm gonna let it go.
Welcome
I was balancing
Passholder Lounge,
time. I don't know if you noticed it, but anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're here in the Passholder. Why do I keep Landon? You haven't been calling me out lately when I've said ladies and gentlemen. We're supposed to be dropping that. You said dreamers. We adopted dreamers. Dreamers is good, and we're dropping ladies and gentlemen. Call me out.
I didn't realize that was my cross to bear on that one because
yes, who else would do it?
I only did it for what, like almost 100 episodes and totally nailed it every single time.
Well,
so
I'm not
that's
saying
really-
it's necessarily.
Lewis,
I'm just saying you should be calling. Who else calls me out? Well, Steffers.
Lewis, why aren't you doing this, Lewis?
I call
I
it on like
noticed
the
that.
dumb things.
That's all right. I appreciate it. That's what friends do. Lewis, while we're on the topic of calling people out, so let's dive into. I'm going to call you out, Lewis, right now.
Exactly.
Oh crap.
Lewis, this is an intervention. We love you and we're your friends. We're worried about you.
No. So
Apparently you're some sort of cat that is cold. We need to bring in the chill cat.
He is a chill cat. I posted in the Morning Monorail Family Facebook group the virtual queue topic, right?
Yes.
So they announced next year that virtual queue is going to be changing and that you will be able to book a virtual queue for any park that you have access to on the day.
Yep.
So my question, and this is I think what we have to debate here amongst the team to figure out what it means. If you were to buy a single day park ticket, not park hopper, right? And say you bought it for Magic Kingdom. If you do that, what I take this to mean is you couldn't go book a virtual queue for Rise of the Resistance, right? Or what has a virtual queue now? It's Tron
Guardians.
and Guardians. Tron and Guardians. Okay. So if you got the Magic Kingdom ticket, they wouldn't let you book the virtual queue for Guardians. But if you had a park hopper, which gives you access to all the parks that day, then yeah, you it doesn't matter what park you're going to, you can book the virtual queue wherever you want.
I forgot that you bought tickets by the park as well as the day.
Aha! So I was right, Lewis.
Yeah,
Say
that's
it.
right. Yeah. I forgot
Justin-
they charge more for some parks.
Wait.
Landon's having a moment. Tell us what you're thinking, Landon.
No, I was going to say, Justin, we are here for an intervention. We love you. We're here for you, but you need to stop.
I thought they were only doing the single park specific ticket for Magic Kingdom. They're doing it for all of them.
And also, back to Landon. Can y'all explain this to me like I'm 5? And
Yeah.
also this pass holder good to go days.
Oh yeah,
What the hell?
Landon, I've got you.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
easy.
I've got you. I think I've got you here. So
Okay. All right.
So for single day, if you were a transient guest, not an annual pass holder, and you don't want to buy the park hopper option, right? So what
Maz
you do,
is right. I've given up keeping up on this. I'm about there with you, Maz, but I got an AP. So I have to try. I have to try and figure out this crap. So Jay, un momento. Go ahead.
okay. So the way it works, if you buy a single ticket right now, you have to pick the day you're going and you have to pick the park.
Yeah.
Because they're doing variable pricing. So
Okay.
that being the case, if you don't add on park hopper, right? So you're just going to one park that day and you pick Magic Kingdom, then you're locked in on that day to go to Magic Kingdom with that ticket.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I got that.
Now, that being the case, you would not be able to book a Guardians virtual queue on that day because you don't have admission to Epcot that day.
Cannot add.
I have another.
Okay.
Then I have a clarifying question, which
Right.
like obvious, but like I'm gonna say it. I know this is only for single park day tickets, but it's literally a reservation system. Just one.
It is for single park day tickets. Yes, it's a reservation. That's why you don't have to make a reservation. You've bought a ticket for that day.
Well, I don't.
Yeah,
care
you're
about
reserving,
that.
but like I know this is not even why we're having this discussion, but I don't think that that's fair because you make a park reservation, you can at least change it the day of if there's slots. Now you're screwed.
Well, exactly. Because if say you did buy a ticket for Magic Kingdom, usually those are going to be the most expensive ticket and you wanted to switch it to Epcot or Animal Kingdom or whatever, and it's lower. I don't know how that works. Like, I guess they'd give you a refund for the difference. I don't know. I haven't bought a single day non-park hopper ticket in a long time. I just know that they exist and that's how they work.
Continue.
Now,
Yes, back to the more important thing that I asked.
yeah. Now, if you have a park hopper ticket and you picked your day, because you still have to pick your day because there's variable pricing, right? You bought a single day ticket. On that day, you don't have to declare a park. You don't have to make a reservation. And on the morning that your ticket is valid, you could do virtual queue for Tron and Guardians.
Wait, both?
Sure.
You can try for.
Yeah, you can try for both.
But you can try for either one.
Yeah.
But it's only attractions that offer virtual queue.
Yes. Only attractions that offer virtual queue.
You can't like try for a virtual attraction for Peter Pan or something like that.
No. It's just the ones that have virtual queue, and it's the parks you have access to based on your ticket that day.
Okay. All right.
Now,
add that
so
to my notes.
For AP people,
Suck
if
it,
we
stuff.
still have to make reservations on the days that we're going to go, unless we go after 2. But when you make a reservation, I think you can. Yes, Maz. I think so. The question is, can't you hold? You can't hold 2 VQs at the same time. I think you can. I think you can. I'm not sure, but I think you can. Now the question is, if you got on at 7 and you made your Tron reservation, are you still going to be able to make the Guardians reservation? I don't know, but I think
and it pops. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Now for APs, we still have to make a reservation on the day we want to go. But because Park Hopper is going to be open next year, starting January 9th, I think, for APs.
The 9th.
If I make a reservation for, let's say, Epcot on January 9th, I could go ahead and make a reservation for Tron that day. Yes.
Sorry. Jeffers made a comment saying just buy the individual lightning lane. Aren't they changing that too?
I don't know. That I don't know. They said that now one thing they said about Genie Plus and Lightning Lanes is there are going to be some changes. The rumor is you're going to be able to book them in advance, but we don't know yet.
Well,
Really?
then my next thing is, are they going to stagger the times that you book a virtual queue, or are they all going to be at 7 and then you have to pick the one you want more and then go and try to get the next one you want?
I think it's going to be column B. They're all like the drops are going to be at the same time and you pick the one you want, which is really the fair way to do it because then it's splitting up the people who are trying for the virtual queues, right?
Correct. Or you can just get somebody else that you're going to the park with, or you're going with somebody else to do one while you do the other.
Absolutely.
But I mean, just a tip from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
I think it still may be coming down to the one park you can go to, because only one day tickets seem to not need a reservation.
But you have to pick the day you're going.
Reservation.
But you still have to pick the day you're going for the ticket because of the variable pricing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can actually make a virtual queue in both places at the same time. It's really confusing, I have to say.
So here's a question. I don't know.
That's
Wayne,
Michael.
It's Michael. If you get into the park, you're at, do a virtual queue, ride early, hop to another park later. Can you get? See, I think you can.
Don't they do virtual queue drops at twice a day?
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
7 and 1?
Yeah.
Oh, so then yeah, in theory you can still.
Yeah, absolutely, you could do that.
Good catch.
Now, the good to go days for annual pass holders. This was your question, Landon?
Yeah.
So basically, here's how it works. Disney is going to look at their attendance, what they have on the books, like for single day tickets and annual pass reservations, and they're going to be like, hey, we've got some days in the middle of February that have very low attendance. Let's make those good to go days for pass holders, and then you don't have to make a reservation. You can show up first thing in the morning and go to whatever park you want.
So if, for example, me and the Smoking Hot Girlfriend are booking a trip as annual pass holders, should we still book park reservations, or do we even still have that option? Because even though we have APs, we have these good to go dates, and like, yeah, you're good to go. Just show up for good to go dates. You're good to go. I would hate for us to be like, yeah, we get down there. Oh, sorry, dude, we're booked up because we're out of good to go dates. So
okay, so they did say that the good to go dates are only going to be announced maybe weeks maybe days in advance. I think the best idea is to make the reservation still, so you know that you can do it.
Okay.
This is really more for locals.
Yep.
This is like,
Okay.
yeah, this is like, hey, locals, we need people in the park. Guess what? Tomorrow's a good to go day. Why don't you come in?
And kind of like Skipper Bob would say, nice and clear, like Bud Light. 1000%.
That's why I laughed.
I'm having a Yingling right now
And
in
well,
my
I mean,
invisible glass bottle.
I mean, like y'all laugh at that question, but at the same time, it's like I have a trip in less than 60 days, and this is going to be the first time that I'm going to be down during good to go days, and I need to know whether or not I need to book my park reservations or not.
Well, the best thing I'm saying is like just make
Exactly, book them.
Yeah, book 'em.
Well, a good to go day means you still have to make the reservation. You can't just show up. It's just it doesn't count against your total.
No. See, okay.
I thought you didn't.
No, you don't. So a
sure?
good to go day for pass holders, you don't need a reservation. But see, they were giving in this last year, what they started doing was there were some days where there'd be like a star on it and they were bonus days for AP.
Yeah.
So you could book those days, but they didn't count against your total. Good to go days are absolutely what they say they are. They're like old school days for APs. You just go.
Just show up, scan in, and walk.
Yes. That's what a good to go day is.
And you know what? If I just so happened, me and Smoking Hot Girlfriend got down there and those were all our days, rock and roll, mazel tov, let's go have a good time. But I don't want us to be
don't risk
left
it.
out in the cold.
Absolutely don't risk it. Yeah.
So
this system was made for locals.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what we're saying is if you're a local, you can check the good to go system. Hey, it's a rainy Tuesday. I got off work early, or it's a lazy Sunday. You remember lazy Sunday? That was a thing.
Wake up in the late afternoon.
Yeah. Lazy
Or
Scranton.
you can just that's so funny. Skipper Bob literally just took the words out of my mouth. I was about to say, or you could just not make your brain hurt and go to Universal.
Steffers. Come on. Don't propagate this rumor that you hate Disney. You love Disney.
I don't hate Disney. Like,
what
this
rumor?
Is so complicated.
Universal does not laugh about this. They wish they had enough people wanting to get in their parks to need a reservation.
They don't need more people.
Oh, they would love to have more people. Come on. Every park wants to jam the park.
Yeah, but last time I checked, Universal's actually opening another park and updating their stuff. So
oh, here we go. Cocktail Bob said he reads it the same way, but really it's not. So in the reservation system, you actually had to look ahead and you say, I'm going to go for APs. I'm going to go to the park this day. I'm going to make a reservation on this day. Oh, that day has a star on it. And Epcot, if I book Epcot, it doesn't count against my total of reservations. So I can keep booking days.
Exactly.
But you still have to book a reservation.
How many days do you get?
I think APs get 5.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it never mattered. It seemed to be always, except for Christmas, and who wants to go there?
Exactly. Yeah.
So
nowadays the parks, like you said, New Year's Eve is booked at like Epcot, Magic Kingdom. You can't get in, but outside of like days like that, it's never an issue.
Yeah,
there's
really
always you can make the reservation 30 minutes before you go to the park, and you're going to be fine. So it doesn't matter. But good to go days, here's the difference. You skip that step. You don't have to go into My Disney Experience. You don't have to book the day. You're like, oh, it's a good to go day. I'm an AP. I'm going to show up to Animal Kingdom at 10 a.m. and they'll let me in.
Can they rescind? Like, can they, like, if projections look okay? I just like if it was like projected to be an abnormally high crowd or something. Like, I didn't know if they would. It would make no sense.
I can't imagine why they would do that. Once they announce they're like, hey, this is a good to go day, they're like, oh, never mind. Then all these people have plans to go. Like, that's a nightmare.
Yeah, it would take something unforeseen for them to take that back.
Yeah. And remember, in the current system, APs can go to any park they want aside from Magic Kingdom on the weekends after 2 p.m. anyway.
Yep.
So After 2 p.m., every park is a good to go day except for Magic Kingdom on the weekends.
It's Saturday and Sunday too, right? It's not Friday
I
and
think
Saturday.
so. Yeah.
Because I made that mistake once. Showed
Yeah.
up on Sunday.
Which, in all
My
honesty,
brain.
Magic Kingdom on those times and dates, way too peoply.
Well,
I went on Sunday and it was
Way
very
too
not
peoply.
bad.
very not
Like,
bad.
Very not. I was gonna say it wasn't.
Ringing endorsement from Universal Spy staffers.
I just I was gonna say one word and then it didn't make sense in my brain. But like the crowds weren't even it was like relatively new with the Hatbox Ghost and all that other stuff. It was actually really not too crowded. I was gonna say not too crowded, and then my brain did not compute.
That's okay.
So.
My brain doesn't compute most of the time, to be honest.
Also same.
Or if it's a waxing moon, Jeffers said.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I know it does. It feels like there's a lot of qualifiers. It feels like there's a lot of explanation, but really it's not. Good to go days. Just think of it like this. If you're an AP, a good to go day is pre-COVID. That's pre-COVID life, where you just go and do whatever you want. And I don't know that we'll ever get to the point where APs don't have to like make a reservation. I don't know that that's ever going to go away, but this isn't that bad. And after 2 p.m., I will tell you this. I wanted to share this. So I have only gone into the parks once without a reservation. And it like I was going to Epcot after work. The anxiety that I felt when I tapped my Magic Band, I was like, are they going to let me in? I don't know. I've never done this, in the post-COVID world. And when they did, extreme relief. It felt great. I also peed myself a little, but
Only a little, just a
Weird.
dribble.
just a drip.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're able to share that amongst friends and the internet and while you're recording. So
I will say that I
Wait,
think
is this live on the internet?
Oh,
no, it's fine. It's fine.
I do think though the changes are a step in the right direction.
Sure.
Like it sounds super complex and complicated, but at the end of the day, like I do think like we're moving toward like a better vibe. My brain hurts, but like when you explain it to me like I'm 5, even though I don't have an AP and don't buy single day tickets, I get it.
I don't know. I think they could have made it so much easier and kept the system the same. It really annoys me because like when you like we said, there's not been a time where there's not been a reservation available at parks. So why can't you just show up and it automatically gives you a reservation? And if there's no reservations, they go, sorry, just like they've always done. Sorry, you need to leave now because there's no room in the inn.
I will say, and I've heard other people.
No. That's for Jesus, not Epcot, Lewis.
It's the season, Landon. But I will say, I showed up to Animal Kingdom one day, and I absolutely thought that I made a reservation for Animal Kingdom, and I absolutely did not. And I scanned my Magic Band. They're like, "Oh, it's not." It was doing the blue thing, right? So a plaid came over, a guy plaid vest. He was like, "Oh, did you make a reservation?" I said, "I thought I did." And he was like, "Well, let me just make one for you." And he did, and then I got in. So
they kicked me out of line. I had to go back, make my reservation, and get back in line.
Oh.
10 minutes of my life I spent
well
being concerned that I might not get in, just like you felt.
Yeah.
I know exactly how you felt because you're like, if I have to leave this place, especially Magic Kingdom.
Oh yeah,
it's a long trip.
You just spent like a 2-hour trek to get to the front gate of Magic Kingdom, only to be turned away. Come on,
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Hey, I know that I had a topic for tonight, but we're having a good time, just like going all over the place. So I have a question for you all. I don't know if you've seen. Okay. I don't know if you've seen this on social media, but there's been this whole thing around. There is a big divide, and it seems to be a hot topic about locals taking up seats at Disney resort lounges that are meant for resort guests.
The J paradigm.
Yeah, it's the J paradigm. A Disney resort violation, right?
Yep.
So my question is, like, think about a place like Trader Sam's. Is that not meant for people who are staying? It doesn't matter where you're staying. They want people to go to Trader Sam's, right?
Yeah. Why? I'm confused.
Well, the whole concept is there's this uproar. There's a section of people who are like, these locals or people who aren't staying at the resort, they shouldn't be coming to the resort lounges because they're taking up seats that are meant for resort
There's
guests.
literally a monorail bar crawl thing that people do. The places are meant to be enjoyed. Who
Steffers, it's not
cares?
sanctioned by Disney.
Right.
Well, that's why you make a reservation for the restaurants you want to eat at or
Actually, I
show
thought
up
they
to the
did.
bars.
Did they
that
not have
you-
that sanctioned by Disney at one time? I thought there was.
They did for a while. There was a monorail
Yeah.
dine around thing. Yeah.
I can understand it. Like if I sat there and I like waited a whole year to go on my trip and like the bar is full, like should have planned. I don't
It's not that.
necessarily I don't
I don't think
it's
people are complaining with the restaurants. It's the lobbies they're concerned about.
So
So,
parking too, apparently.
and who knows if that video was
Oh,
deceptive
sweet
or not.
Jesus, the whole parking thing. Good Lord.
But if you go into your resort lobby, and you paid like ridiculous amounts of money for those deluxe places, and it's packed wall to wall, and you can't enjoy it anytime you're there. I understand a little bit what people are talking about. I mean, the way they tell people talk about it is annoying, but I
agree with the parking. I don't agree with not being like the general aspect of visiting every resort.
Well, and so Bob's asking about pool lounges. You're technically, if you're not staying at the hotel, you're not supposed to get access to the pool. So that's like,
I don't
don't
think I've
tell
ever
people that I've
tried.
been doing that at the Polynesian, Bob. Don't
Don't
tell-
admit to it,
Oh.
dumbass.
No, but you're not supposed to go to the pool lounges at all. But like, so Steffers, you said you agree with the parking. I don't, because every time that I have ever gone to the Contemporary or the Polynesian or wherever I've tried to park, and I've said, hey, I am going to meet some friends at Tambu Lounge, or I'm going to Trader Sam's. They're like, okay. There's been plenty of parking. It's never been an issue. You know why? Because most of the people who come stay at the Polynesian flew there and they did not rent a car.
But that's not the that's not the standard or principle, whatever. It's that if you set that precedent, people are going to just park at the hotels closest to their park and then just take the hotel. Like it'll be like a split and divide.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to prevent. That's what they're trying to prevent. They don't want people to take advantage, park at the Contemporary and walk to the park.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I think that in my head, that's my issue. Is like if I'm staying there and like everybody and their mother is just parking there just so they're closer to Magic Kingdom, like that's where the problem lies. But like what you're saying to go like meet up with people and I like that part, you do you.
Hey, by the way, even if I'm not meeting with someone, if my intent is to go to the lounge and buy drinks and buy food, why would Disney turn me away?
Well, I think they should have some way to verify that. I would probably, if I was doing it, I would charge you to park. I would make you scan in, charge you to park, and then I would take that charge off once you purchase.
If you got like a receipt or something.
I think that they could do that. They could do like a validation. Yeah, I know that would be extra work.
I'm okay with that, honestly.
But if you do it like a tap thing, like if you have, I don't know, whatever, and then you get it validated.
You're not on board with this. Zoe's not either.
Really, Zoe isn't either.
I see the look in your eye, and I see you don't like this. What's up?
I am of the mindset if you want to go and spend money in a resort, Disney should welcome your dollar.
Yeah.
In any resort. And if you want to come park on property, Disney should welcome you to spend your money to park your car on the resort. My only request of this is somebody please let Jay know that we are talking about the Jay conundrum, and I just want to get my picture with the Disney resort violation with this right here.
We'll screenshot it.
No, Lewis, you've done enough. Like Jay said, most people that are staying at the deluxe resorts, they're flying their asses in.
Yeah.
They don't got a car to
First
park.
off, we are not. We drive it.
Okay,
We're not
phenomenal.
seeing
Thank
everybody.
you. Congratulations. You're 5% of
And you
the
get
95.
your car out of my.
But hold on.
Sure.
Wait a
Okay,
second.
continue.
Man.
I hear
Fuck
but
it.
I
Go
hear
on.
what
Go
you're
on. No. Go on.
Landon, I know what you're saying, but I've never went to go park at a resort and then try to charge me to park there.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. People can take advantage of it.
Yeah.
They should charge you what the theme park that's closest costs, and then deduct that as you spend money.
Yeah. If they were to charge you and let you spend your Disney dollar dues by parking at the resort, then I would be more inclined to say that. But I've never seen them like monitor it that way.
Yeah,
Like-
I think a lot of the guards are just lackadaisical about it, and they go, whatever. I don't want to fight with them.
Sometimes that's true.
I understand.
Unfortunately, we've got this example with Skipper Bob. He said he was trying to go to the Dillo Reserve breakfast at Ohana, and he got the 3rd degree, right? That has never happened to me. It's not happened to me at the Contemporary. It hasn't
happened to me once.
at the Polynesian. I've never, honestly, Skipper Bob, it's insane that happened to you, because I pull up. Here's what you do. If you're a local, you pull up, you have your ID out. Like, I have it out the window as I'm pulling up, and I'm like, hey, I'm just here to go to Trader Sam's or whatever. I have never been turned away. Not once.
I had a reservation before. I'm going to call myself out on this, but I went to go park. We made a reservation at Contemporary or wherever it was before the Very Merry party. And we had to show the reservation and our names on the reservation for us to get through the gate. And that was the one and only time that I had that issue. And then the only other issue I had is an Uber was trying to drop us off at the Contemporary for our breakfast or something, and they wouldn't allow us, even though we were going to Contempo and we made a mobile order. They would not let us go. Like,
What?
we had to hop out of the Uber. We had to hop out of the Uber and like walk around. Like, they wouldn't just let the guy drop us off.
That makes no sense.
He said you have to have a reservation for a sit-down restaurant for me to let you in.
Yeah, I get that.
They're turning away an Uber. You could have ridden a bus. You could have been on a bus from a park. You could have, like, that's beyond. That doesn't make any sense.
Are you telling me you're not going to buy a little Uber sign if that worked and put it in your window?
Yeah,
I'm just dropping off some guests.
You'd still have to have people in the back. But even if that's the case, like, I don't know, if you're going that far, here's the thing. You can't make rules for, like, to address all the people who are going to take advantage of it, because that,
correct,
when you start doing stuff like that, that's when you create problems. Like, there are always going to be people who game the system. This is kind of the same. If we were to get into a conversation about the DAS pass, this is the same situation. You can't create policy or rules to try to address the people who take advantage of the system. You can't do it. You shouldn't do it. I mean, people are always going to do that. And if you create rules that are so restrictive that you're trying to prevent all these people from finding the loopholes and whatever, then it's crazy. It's crazy. You can't do that.
Like, I want to agree with Landon's point. I just think that they would have to have an overarching, like, monitoring system, or else there will be those people that'll cheat the system or whatever. It'll just be too easy to do that. At least if they put like a little obstacle in the way, like, hey, we tried.
Yeah.
And then at that point, it's their prerogative.
Yeah. Agreed. I don't know. It's wild. It's funny. I didn't intend on talking about that tonight, but hey, we did it. And so I'll make sure to tag Jay in this video because he inspired conversation. So actually it's 8:48. We've only got 12 minutes left in the show here. So I think that the intent of this show was to talk about 2023, what we were grateful for in terms of like theme park highlights, and then kind of look forward to 2024. So I think we should do that now. I want to start off because I feel like I have the biggest thing to be grateful for. Can any of you guess what it is?
There are too many things that I could guess and I'll be wrong.
The biggest thing is the harmonious barges were destroyed and taken out of Epcot, and I'm very grateful for that. And I feel like in a small way, I was part of that. I was a little part of that. And I really, no. Cocktail Bob, look at this. Cocktail Bob said Stargate. Skipper Bob said barges. You're both on the right track. I'm grateful they're gone. And now we're moving on. And I like the Luminous show. So we're good. Lewis, I want to throw it to you as our guest of honor tonight. Can you think of any 2023 highlights that you'd like to reflect on?
Mostly I can just remember the multiple times I've come home sick from Disney this year.
That's happened to Landon too a couple of times.
I think I tore a ligament in my leg too.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I think Guardians is the thing that comes to mind as a thing I really still just love. That has been a great addition.
Yeah.
And now the virtual, you can generally get a virtual queue in the 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
It's fantastic.
Almost every time.
Because Tron's okay. Tron's okay. Tron doesn't excite me like Guardians does.
Yeah. I do feel like Tron is it's more of a family coaster than Guardians. Although I still think Guardians is a family coaster. It's just a little more intense. I don't know.
It's I don't know. The storyline confuses me. I don't feel like they did a great job with the story.
For Tron.
As good a job as they could have done.
Yeah.
Had they like made the coaster split apart or do something, or make you occasionally lose the race or something. I don't know. But Guardians is just, I don't know. There's something about when it's the things turning and pointing you towards the ball, the globes. It's just fantastic.
Guardians is, yeah. I mean, it's another level. It's awesome.
I would also say Jollywood was a highlight. I really enjoyed that show.
Great.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. So, okay. So what was the date that you went to the Jollywood Nights? It wasn't night 1.
No, it was November the 25th, 27th, November the 27th.
Okay. So do you think they addressed all the issues they had, like for the first couple events? Like, did you experience any of that?
As far as I saw, yeah. I went to the 2 shows with no waiting. There were still people coming in after it started, so it wasn't like they were turning people away. The shows were really, really good. There was plenty of room to go into the Hollywood Bowl, not Hollywood Bowl, the Brown Derby, and get some food. The rides had no waits if you wanted to do that. The Tip Top Club they had, the people playing jazz was nice. Standing up sucked, but other than that, and it was nice. There were 3 of the things that I did were sit down. You know, it wasn't like you had to stand there for the whole night.
Yeah, that is good. And
it
did you feel like there were any? Because another thing I heard was there were extremely long lines for the event specific like snacks, the treats and drinks and stuff. Do you feel like they addressed that?
I didn't try any of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did ride. I did the shows and rides.
Okay.
I did eat at the Brown Derby, but there was nothing really special there. It was a lot of tapas kind of little plates. I had the charcuterie plate, which was kind of weird, but still was good.
A weird charcuterie. Weird charcuterie is better than no charcuterie. That's what I say.
Yeah, there was some meat there that was kind of weird to me. It wasn't like the standard salami sort of things. I didn't see big lines for the meet and greets either.
Oh.
I mean, somebody said they waited like 2.5 hours to meet Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah.
I would not wait 2.5 hours to meet Phineas. I mean, I want to meet them, but like 2.5 hours is a little excessive.
I don't think I'd wait 2.5 hours to meet any character.
All the lines I saw were 10 people deep or so.
Yeah.
That's, 20, 30 minutes, but I enjoyed every minute of it.
Nice. Okay. That's a good highlight. And I'm honestly, I'm glad to hear that because I want to go next year. That's a goal of mine. And I hope it comes back. I think it will. I'm glad that they've tuned it up and hopefully it improves. All right. Landon, do you want to share some highlights from 23?
The one that stands out from me, I believe this happened in 2023. It was the 2023 tribute store for Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah.
As somebody who grew up watching that movie a million times in theaters and then a million times in like VHS, it was super awesome to see some behind the scenes of how they made that movie come to life. Some of the very unique merchandise, some of the, I guess, scenes that they staged throughout the tribute store. And what really sent it over the edge for me was there at the end, right in front of the, I guess, fudgery area. They had a full scene of the Jurassic Park compound toy set. And when I say complete scene, they had every toy. And as somebody who tried to collect almost every toy and had almost every toy of that set, seeing that come together, and then right when I saw it, realizing what it was, and then the swell of the John Williams score, right when it hits that Jurassic Park moment, it hit me just like I started crying right there in the tribute store seeing it. And that was the best moment I had in any of the parks in 2023.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good one. And that wasn't one I even was on my radar, but that's a really good one. I think, and what it gets to is the whole reason that we're all nerds about all this stuff anyway, is it connects to our emotions. It connects to our nostalgia, and it transports us, right? Like it. Yeah. That's why we all love this stuff so much. So that's a very good one. Steffers, what have you got? Orlando Informer 2020.
You know what's really funny? That's not actually my answer.
Okay.
I was also going to agree with Landon that the Jurassic Park tribute store that they made, probably my favorite one, and they also made one that had an ET room, so like that's saying something. But their execution of the Jurassic Park one like knocked it out of the water. Like
it was so good, yeah.
I didn't even get to see it in person, and I just was blown away just even by the photos. My answer is actually Disney, which is funny because me and Landon have switched spots. Fantasmic.
Hey.
Was the highlight, I think, for the year, because like I've done Orlando Informer, it's always great, and like I tried new food and all that stuff, but Fantasmic is something I haven't seen in a very long time. So
yeah,
I think that was a highlight. Being able to see the new scenes. Honestly, PhilharMagic was close too, just because like I hadn't seen that either. Not as high as Fantasmic, but like those two, just being able to see shows with new scenes in it was really nice.
Oh, that's great, Steffers. I didn't mean to step on your answer at all, because I think that both of those are very, very solid. This one's good too. Skipper Bob riding on a Mardi Gras float on the final night with his kids. That's a moment. Right there.
That is wait, what was yeah, I guess me and the Smoking Hot Girlfriend's first experience of the Mardi Gras was this year, and Skipper Bob and his kids were part of that experience. So awesome. Yeah, shout out to Skipper Bob and his beautiful family. That was another highlight of my theme park experience for this year. Yeah, that was incredible as well.
Yeah. Well, and just, Jeffers pointing out, grateful for the opportunity to meet in person two of the people on the screen this year. I got to meet Jeffers. Lewis got to meet Jeffers. We shared some drinks in Oga's Cantina, and that was a good time. Like, always connecting with people in the parks is always going to be a highlight for me. I think this must have been Michael. Grateful for the many different kinds of popcorn buckets, as well as
they got some dope popcorn buckets.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought of another one. Meeting Figment.
Yeah, what's up?
Meeting was a highlight.
Can't believe I forgot to do that.
Oh yeah.
Totally forgot.
It's a Crimbus one, y'all. It's
Yeah.
Crimbus. I would.
Does it still move?
Let's.
Oh, I just didn't know if like it was a
Oh,
switch
it popped.
or if
I
it
don't
was.
think it's supposed to do that.
And it still
There
makes
it
noise.
goes.
That's legit.
That's very good. That's a good popcorn bucket.
I literally would take that, like I would keep the lanyard part of it, but I would like display that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the idea when I first bought it.
Well, you're displaying it just behind your computer.
Yeah, right. Yeah, on my kitchen table, which, by the way, that's my studio. It's my kitchen. My life is in disarray, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's all right.
Is it? Is it all right?
I think it's all right.
No, it's not. Please send help.
Cocktail Bob said he's grateful that his brother-in-law was that guy at the Monsters Inc. laugh floor. Who
dope.
in this call tonight has been that guy?
No, wait.
Yep.
Lewis, you were?
Oh, yeah.
I was.
Can't even
I will say
remember.
the night we went with everybody to the Mickey's Not So Scary party, everybody in the group was that guy. It was
Wait,
it
everybody?
was amazing. Yeah.
That's pretty
No,
cool.
no. If everybody is that guy,
Right.
nobody is that guy, Lewis.
Fair enough.
What
Well,
is this, communism?
It turns into those guys.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, those guys. Ow!
Well, honestly, my serious answer, because the Barges was a joke answer, but my serious answer is I'm grateful for World Celebration Gardens. I actually saw someone on social media going on about how it was such a waste and I don't know, just running it down. And I got to tell you, it really upset me because I was like, I think it's great. I love World Celebration Gardens, what they've opened up and the potential for what's going to be going on there as Epcot continues to grow. And I think that is exactly why I'm grateful for it. The promise of continued Epcot growth and improvement and investment in the parks, like looking forward to 2024. That's what I'm maybe most anticipating is where we're all going. And hopefully it's in a really good direction. Of course, we got Epic Universe coming in 25, but how are the other parks going to rise up to meet the challenge? That's what I'm really looking forward to.
But it doesn't look
Beyond
exactly
Zootopia,
like that
Thunder
guy who
Mountain.
thought it would.
Can I say a
It needs to
Disney
look
highlight?
exactly like I thought it would.
Oh, well, I didn't call it. Yes, Landon, you can say a Disney highlight.
Just seeing my girl, my beautiful, big, gigantic, 2-foot, jagged-edged, sexy lady, the Epcot ball, Spaceship Earth, doing
Just
her
wondering
thing.
how many adjectives he was going to use.
All of
Oh,
them.
I didn't know where that was
Shepard,
going.
all
I
of them.
was
And
I was
and,
pumped.
and if we get past 11 o'clock, I'll use some other adjectives as well.
No, it's okay. You use plenty.
Mhm.
All
I
right.
mean, like it's just magic seeing it every time.
It is.
Yeah. Those lights have been the greatest thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And I'm so glad that they kept that. I am so damn glad they kept that.
Me too.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody complain about it either. Of
No.
all the things that people complain about.
Is that the one thing
It
we,
might be.
as the cantankerous Disney dorks, have agreed upon?
It might
Yes.
be.
Like, okay, that and Bob Chapek was kind of the worst, and then here comes Bob Iger on his second go around. It's like, well, I don't know. It's like, was Chapek the worst? I don't think.
Yeah. The Epcot Beacon of Magic might be the one thing we can all agree on. So
Right.
let's join hands together and all sing the praises of Spaceship Earth.
Whoa.
She is the prettiest girl at the ball, but and she is the
I was going to say.
Yeah,
glad
she is
you
the
said
ball,
that.
right? Yeah.
The prettiest ball at the ball.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I do want to say I'm thankful so much for all of you. I'm thankful, Lewis, Landon, Steffers. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for those in the chat. This has been a wonderful 2023. I'm looking forward to where we can go in 2024. And so, with that in mind, I want to wish you all a happy holidays. Thanks so much for being part of the Passholder Lounge crew. I've been calling you Passholder Loungers, but you're all Morning Monorail family too. So, have the best holiday season. We'll see you in January, and until then, be good. And well, you know what? I'm going to save you all a seat, and we'll catch you right back here next time in the Passholder Lounge. Bye-bye.